Who could have predicted it? A staggering 14 million pounds was stolen, with only a fraction recovered. But what makes this case truly intriguing is the unconventional gang behind it. Imagine a combined age of 278 years. When most would be enjoying their golden years, these four men, far from your typical suspects, were busy devising a daring plan. Among them was Brian Reda, nicknamed the Master, who used a free bus pass to reach Hatton Garden. Caught on CCTV, disguised as a workman, he left no trace of his true intentions. Another member, Brian Reda, arrived with a wealth of experience, having once been involved in the notorious 26 million pound Brinks Mat robbery decades earlier. Then there's Kenny Collins, the vigilant 74-year-old who took on the role of lookout during the daring burglary. While some alleged that he had dozed off on duty, the morning after the incident revealed a different story. Caught on camera, Kenny strolled away dressed sharply and carrying a briefcase, showcasing his involvement in planning the heist and orchestrating its aftermath. Notably, Kenny was known for his faithful companion, Dempsey, who accompanied him on these daring escapades. Next, we have Danny Jones, a 60-year-old described as eccentric and bearing resemblance to a character from Walter Mitty's world. In an eccentric twist, Danny was often seen donning a fez and his mother's dressing gown to bed. Captured on film, Danny appeared to play a coordination role from outside the vault, communicating with his accomplices through walkie-talkie. With a history of burglary like his partners in crime, Danny's initial exposure of stolen goods paled in comparison to the surprising discovery made by police. Concealed beneath memorial stones in a North London tree, they unearthed a trove of stolen jewelry. The question that lingers is how they managed to execute such an audacious heist. Meet Terry Perkins, the audacious burglar who, amidst the chaos on his 67th birthday, found himself at the center of yet another daring heist. Captured on CCTV, Terry brazenly wheeled a bin overflowing with stolen jewels, while his diabetes medication served as an ironic lifeline. Remarkably, Terry had a criminal past, having served a lengthy 22-year sentence for his involvement in a daring £6 million raid on the Security Express headquarters in East London. Even the detective who helped apprehend him back then couldn't believe his eyes at Terry's bold return to crime. "I was utterly astonished," he admitted, expecting Terry to have learned his lesson and retired peacefully. However, the allure of one final heist to secure his pension seemed too irresistible for Terry to resist. On April 1, 2015, electrical cables beneath the pavement in Kingsway unexpectedly caught fire, instigating a considerable commotion in the heart of central London. The ensuing fire persisted over the course of the subsequent 2 days, with flames dramatically erupting from a manhole cover due to the ruptured gas main, only to eventually be quelled and brought under control. The repercussions were far-reaching, necessitating the evacuation of numerous individuals from nearby office premises, while unfortunate local residents found themselves deprived of essential supplies such as sustenance and electricity. Moreover, the chaos extended its reach to the entertainment realm, causing several esteemed West End theaters to reluctantly cancel scheduled performances, further compounding the sense of disruption and dismay experienced by many. In addition to these manifold challenges, the incident inflicted substantial damage upon the telecommunications infrastructure, further amplifying the extent of the predicament at hand. Moving ahead to April 2nd, at precisely 9:19, the diligent and dutiful staff responsible for the depository wisely secured its doors, as is customary during the Easter weekend, ensuring the safeguarding of the precious contents within. A mere 4 minutes later, the enigmatic figure known as Mr. Ginger boldly descended into the depths of the vault, being closely trailed by a trio of individuals, diligently maneuvering wheelie bins, as they stealthily embarked upon their audacious undertaking. According to reliable reports, the audacious burglars ingeniously gained access to their intended destination by skillfully navigating through a conveniently positioned lift shaft. Undeterred by the formidable obstacles that lay ahead, they proceeded to employ the sheer power and precision of a Hilti DD350 industrial-powered drill to bore through the remarkably stout vault walls, measuring an awe-inspiring 50 centimeters or approximately 20 inches in thickness. They cleverly chose this time because many nearby businesses, including those connected to the jewelry trade in Hatton Garden, were closed. What's interesting is that they managed to get inside without leaving any obvious signs of forced entry. The Metropolitan Police received a notification that the burglar alarm had gone off unexpectedly. This raised concerns, and the authorities quickly responded. But at exactly 6:10 a.m., as the sun came up and the sky turned golden and pink, the gang members started their getaway vehicle and left the bank, hiding their departure in secrecy and bravery. On April 7th, Scotland Yard, the respected institution responsible for maintaining law and order, officially acknowledged that they were aware of the bold burglary that had happened. They expressed their seriousness and concern about the situation. However, more information came to light through CCTV footage. The Daily Mirror newspaper first shared footage before the police released it officially. The footage showed several people involved in the burglary, and the newspaper gave them interesting nicknames like Mr. Ginger, Mr. Strong, Mr. Montana, the Gent, the Tall Man, and the Old Man. The captivating story continued to unfold with new developments and exciting turns. On April 10th, the Daily Mirror, a well-respected publication, contributed significantly to the ongoing story by releasing exclusive CCTV footage. This footage provided a rare glimpse into the heart of the heist and fascinated the public with its vivid visuals. Fast forward to May 19th, when the esteemed Metropolitan Police, diligently pursuing justice, made a momentous announcement that sent shockwaves throughout the community. With their unwavering determination, they successfully apprehended a total of 9 individuals, who were promptly arrested and brought into custody, marking a pivotal turning point in the investigation and offering a glimmer of hope for the recovery of stolen treasures. It wasn't until April 22nd that the police decided to share pictures showcasing the extent of the damage caused by the burglary within the vault. These images highlighted how the perpetrators had cleverly utilized drill holes in the vault's wall to circumvent the main vault door. The magnitude of the theft was of such enormity that the responsibility for the investigation was entrusted to the esteemed Flying Squad, an esteemed division operating under the Specialist Organized and Economic Crime Command within London's esteemed Metropolitan Police Service. The press swiftly picked up on the incident, and on April 8th, various reports began circulating that the fire that had occurred in the nearby Kingsway area might have been deliberately ignited as a means of diverting attention, forming an integral part of the intricate plan executed during the Hatton Garden burglary. However, the London Fire Brigade promptly issued a statement clarifying that the fire had originated from an electrical malfunction, ruling out any indication of intentional arson. A significant breakthrough in the ongoing investigation occurred on May 19, 2015, as the venerable age of 76 could not shield Brian Reda from the long arm of the law. This seasoned individual, known for his previous involvement in the illicit activities of laundering the proceeds of the notorious Brinks Mat robbery, found himself arrested by the diligent officers of the esteemed Flying Squad as they connected the dots linking him to the audacious Hatton Garden burglary. Known as the Master, Reda pleaded guilty to conspiring to commit burglary and was sentenced to 6 years and 3 months for his involvement. After serving slightly over 3 years, the 79-year-old was released in July 2018. His release was granted due to remission, considering his battle with prostate cancer and a series of strokes. Since then, Reda has been enjoying the warm summer weather in the gardens of his residence in Dartford, Kent, in the company of relatives and friends. If Reda had been unable to pay a £6.5 million confiscation order alongside 3 other main figures, he would have faced an additional 7-year term. Due to his health condition, Reda received a sentence that was 7 months shorter than that of his fellow Hatton Garden ringleaders. During a confiscation hearing last year, Reda appeared in court in a wheelchair, and he continues to require walking aids such as sticks. In November 2015, Carl Wood, William Lincoln, John Harbinson, and Hugh Doyle faced serious charges related to the burglary. The crimes they were accused of were considered very serious, and it was described as the biggest burglary ever in English history. The court also focused on Hugh Doyle's involvement in the burglary. While he was found guilty of hiding or moving the stolen items, the court decided to show some mercy in his case. Instead of sending him to prison, Doyle received a jail term of 21 months, which was then put on hold for 2 years. This decision was made because the court recognized that Doyle's role in the crime was complicated. Additionally, he was required to pay a fine of £367 as a reminder of the consequences of his actions. This legal process came to an end in January 2018. On March 9, 2016, a significant moment unfolded in the Woolwich Crown Court during the legal proceedings. 3 key members of the infamous gang, John, Daniel Jones, and Terry Perkins, made the wise decision to plead guilty to the charges of conspiring to commit burglary. Terry Perkins died in prison in February 2018 at age 69 due to natural causes. He passed away shortly after being instructed to repay approximately £6.5 million in missing funds. The prison service spokesperson verified Perkins' death at HMP Belmarsh, where he was held. Perkins, who had diabetes and heart issues, experienced a heart attack while incarcerated at Belmarsh Prison and subsequently received a pacemaker at London's St. Thomas Hospital. Daniel Jones, the resident of Enfield, received a 7-year prison sentence for his involvement in the Hatton Garden raid. He collaborated with Basil to access the boxes by squeezing through a hole drilled in the wall. While in custody awaiting trial, Jones expressed his desire to confess and return his share of the stolen goods. In pursuit of this, he wrote a letter to the media, offering to reveal the location where he had hidden the items. However, during his visit to Edmonton Cemetery in North London, he only disclosed a small portion of his stash and dishonestly denied any knowledge of additional loot buried approximately 65 feet away, which the police had already discovered. In July 2018, Jones was given an additional 3-year sentence for participating in a £1 million gem theft at Amel Clooney's Wedding Jewelers. He made off with jewelry, gems, watches, and £45,000 in cash from the display cabinets of the Old Bond Street Shop. The burglary took place over the summer bank holiday weekend of 2010, specifically between August 27th and 31st. The targeted establishment, a family-owned firm renowned for its collection of rare and valuable gems, is highly esteemed by affluent individuals and celebrities worldwide. On August 14, 2018, Daniel Jones found himself faced with an extended sentence, spanning an additional 6 years and 287 days, all due to his failure to return a substantial sum amounting to £6,599,000. John Collins, known as Kenny, received a 7-year sentence for his involvement in the raid. He was released in late 2018 after serving half of his term. After a trip to the supermarket, Collins was spotted returning to his home in Islington, located in North London. Collins played the role of lookout and getaway driver for the gang. During court proceedings, Collins was described as having a crucial role in gaining access to the vault, as he made multiple visits to the area to identify its vulnerabilities. He also acquired the necessary equipment to drill through the vault wall. Interestingly, some of the stolen gold from the London heist was concealed in Collins's wheelie bins. Collins contributed to the gang's capture when he drove his own Mercedes to the heist, attracting police attention. Authorities have seized Collins's £175,000 flat in Costa del Sol, Spain, and have frozen approximately £700,000 in his bank accounts. At the same time, the wheels of justice kept turning, revealing the involvement of Carl Wood and William Lincoln through a complex web of evidence and testimonies. Michael Seed was suspected to be the mastermind of the gang and was commonly referred to as Basil by his accomplices. Despite residing in a council house in Islington, less than 2 miles from the site of the robbery, Seed managed to evade capture for 3 years. However, in 2018, Seed was finally apprehended. Authorities reportedly identified Seed as a suspect in November 2015, but chose to wait until March 2018 to make an arrest, seizing him in the act. In March 2019, Seed became the 10th individual to be convicted in relation to the heist and received a 10-year prison sentence. Carl Wood, resident of Cheshunt, received a 6-year prison sentence for his involvement. Wood, who suffers from Crohn's disease, relies on a disability allowance for his livelihood. It is believed that Wood joined the operation due to being in debt amounting to £8,890. On the second night of the heist, Wood withdrew from the plan upon discovering the closed fire escape door. William Lincoln, commonly known as Billy the Fish, received a 7-year prison sentence. His role in the gang involved serving as the getaway driver. Lincoln acquired his nickname due to his habit of visiting Billingsgate Fish Market on Fridays. On May 19, 2015, he was apprehended while driving his black Audi 3. Upon arrest, the officers discovered a torn handwritten note on the floor beside him. The note contained an address indicating the location of the Wheatsheaf pub, where a portion of the stolen goods was handled. Following this, his associate Jones denied him a share of the stolen goods, leaving Wood without any loot found at his residence. Wood was apprehended on May 19, 2015. With that said, thank you for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more. And if you found this content helpful, give the video a like. See you in the next video. Till then, take care.